Yes, you see this right. I'm right back where all these things started. After a pretty long break, I'm actually back. A break that I'm actually not even gonna explain in this video, because this is actually not a video it was supposed to be my comeback with. I'm going to post another Gamers Weekend, not this weekend, but the next one. And I'm going to explain more of the break, then. But today I want to talk about something that really impressed me. This is not a review, really. It's just my personal opinion on how my viewing of this movie really went, and what I think about this movie, and really why I think you should go and check it out. Now, it's a pretty fair assumption that if you had a notification about this video, and if you actually are subscribed to the channel already, that you already knew about the movie and most probably even watched it. Which is why I think it's important for you to like this video and share this for other people to subscribe, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe yourself for other people like you to actually know about this and have this information to be able to watch this kind of video, and really to be able to watch these kind of movies, because supporting them will actually show corporations such as Disney that they are worth making them. Because yes, today we're going to talk about Deadpool and Wolverine. Again, I didn't really mean to talk about this. I'm not a movie critic, I'm just another guy that watches a movie, and like any other guy on YouTube, I had to talk my piece about it, because why not?
Wait a second. These are criticisms. Hey, Lois, tell her to knock it off.
This movie is absolutely fantastic. I'm not going to, keep you till the end or whatever. This movie is absolutely a blessing, and I couldn't ask for more, really. This was an absolute blast from the beginning till the end, and genuinely I think that for the first time in a very, very long time, I could watch a superhero movie and be like, yes, I love this. And the reason I'm saying we should all support this kind of movie is because this is not Fox anymore, this is Disney, and it's their first R-rated superhero movie, and probably it's the sign that Disney needed to kind of say, yes, we need to do things this way. This is not an easy movie to pull off, okay? So this was a very big risk from them, kind of. I know on paper it sounds super easy because you get Wolverine, you get Deadpool, what more can you want? But really, you come after two movies that were like really good, and with a Hugh Jackman that already kind of announced his retirement after Logan, which was an absolutely amazing standoff for Wolverine. So it was a really, really big thing, like big shoes to fill, and Deadpool 3 had to do that. And I'll be totally honest with y'all, when I first went to the movie, I was actually really, really scared of the exact same thing, because the hype was so big and I was so excited for this movie. I was scared of it being not necessarily a failure as much as disappointment, because I was so scared that I had so much expectations from this movie that probably it will never even get close to it. And boy oh boy can I say that I was wrong about it. Because this movie delivers on absolutely every single thing that it set out to do. Now, granted, by the way, this is gonna be an absolutely spoiler-free content, so no, you're not gonna get spoiled for this movie, but granted, this movie is not the biggest plot in Marvel's history, okay? So if you're coming here to see the plot and like the most movie critically acclaimed writing, this is not it, but it doesn't have to be, okay? Deadpool, in my opinion, neither the Deadpool's movies were critically acclaimed writing movies, but they were really good movies because they knew exactly what they had to do. They knew when to make the jokes, they knew when to break the fourth wall, and they knew exactly where to put the serious moments and the very emotional moments. Which is again why I was so scared about this, especially because the other movies kind of had these simple objective of, okay, we concentrate on Deadpool, but here Deadpool was not necessarily the main character anymore, because now we have two main characters, right? Because it's Deadpool and Wolverine. And not only that, but genuinely we will talk about the main character for a little bit, because in my opinion the main character of this movie is Wolverine's suit. I mean, really, since the announcement of this movie, every single person I know and every single channel and every single bit of writing about this movie was talking about the blue and yellow suit. And it delivers. This suit is absolutely fantastic, okay? The big man himself says it, that he doesn't know how the hell he filmed every single Wolverine movie without this suit, and I can tell why. It's great. It's absolutely fantastic. And for those that don't know, there was actually a little bit of a rumor that, you know, we had the whole sleeved suit and maybe the hand would be CGI or whatever, and they might look clunky. I'm here to say they're not. Okay, the hands are there. It's Hugh Jackman's hands, and they're huge, by the way. And yeah, the man is there. He trained seriously for this movie, and trust me, you'll see that. And trust me, for all these years when we didn't see a comically accurate Wolverine, this movie will actually deliver for all these years combined. I swear to God, it's just the perfect send-off for Wolverine, and really it's a love letter to Fox, because I have to say that this movie is not just an amazingly entertaining movie and a very funny one, action-packed and whatever, but it's a love letter to Fox. And you can see that all throughout the movie, and I really love that. Talking about the suit, I have to also talk about Deadpool's suit, because yes, Wolverine's was definitely the one that caught everyone's eye in anticipation, but trust me, Deadpool looks slick. I don't know exactly what they did. I don't even know if they really changed the suit, but I think they did do something about it. They even referenced that in the movie, kind of in the beginning. And I do personally, I can't tell exactly what they changed, but I think the suit looks absolutely fantastic. It's either the fact that I didn't see Deadpool in quite a while in the suit, either is just so much better. I can't tell you for sure, but I thought Deadpool looked absolutely unbelievable. So here's how the movie really went absolutely flawlessly for me. Okay, I laughed. I don't really outright laugh in a movie theater. However, I did do this for this movie, and not once. I did it quite a couple of times. The jokes are there, and the jokes are absolutely funny. Or like 95% of the jokes totally hit like super well, and the other like 5% were not necessarily not funny. They were like a haha kind of, you know, laugh, not the hey kind of laugh, because you don't need that for each and every joke, and they clearly knew that. Now, one thing I was super scared about this kind of movie was the fourth wall breaking, because Deadpool has done it so well lately, but the problem this time was it's Disney now, and we've seen how Disney treated fourth wall breaking, and trust me, we don't want that.
So if you want to go back to your life as a lawyer, I respect that.
Thanks. He doesn't mean that. God, is this why they hired me? Okay, this sucks.
And at some point, Deadpool did make this kind of joke, like a joke that kind of went directly to the viewer, and I was a little bit scared of that. I'm going to talk about a joke because it's, you know, not a spoiler really. It's just Deadpool going to the camera, getting the camera, and just saying, "Fuck you, Fox, I'm going to Disneyland." And then we go back. And I was a little scared of that because that was pretty in the beginning of the movie. And I was really scared that if you keep going more and more in that direction, we might actually get to a point where, you know, She-Hulk kind of went, and we don't want that. However, this is done right, okay? This is done perfectly right. That's kind of the only joke that goes so far in the fourth wall breaking. All the others are going perfectly, and they're absolutely amazing. And yeah, Hugh Jackman does an absolutely fantastic job. Ryan Reynolds does an absolutely fantastic job as well. The Ugly Dog does an absolutely masterful presence, by the way. He is a fucking certain to love kind of character in this movie. Now, the movie itself starts pretty much like any Deadpool movie, which is an action-packed scene, and in my opinion, this is the most action-packed. This is the strongest intro of a movie, not only that Deadpool had so far, but I think that any superhero movie had ever. Like, this movie, in my opinion, just caught my eyes in the first 10 seconds and was like, I assure you, I'm good. And trust me, from the first moment that I've seen the action and I've seen what the movie kind of starts with, I was like, yeah, this is gonna be special. This is gonna be good. And it was, from beginning till the end. The soundtrack is absolutely phenomenal, by the way. They use amazing songs and they know exactly when to use them. They basically just take amazing moments and they just amplify them with the music, and it works so good. And be ready for cameos, because there are gonna be a lot of them. If you thought Mortal Kombat 1 had a lot of cameos, well, Deadpool and Wolverine has a lot of them as well, which again is something that a little bit scared me, because putting too many cameos might be stressful, but no, they're done in really good taste, they're done perfectly well. and I cannot talk too much about it, unfortunately, because I would spoil basically the whole fun, but trust me, all of them are worth it. I think it's absolutely phenomenal. We get to see Wolverine versus Deadpool actually fucking fighting, and even more than that, we all know that Sabretooth actually does come back, and yes, Wolverine and Sabretooth actually do fight. We'll see that as well, and it's epic. It's amazing. This is treatment. I've heard a lot of people saying this is fan service at its best, and I have to say, you're goddamn right it is. And now fan service sometimes can be kind of put in the bucket of bad movies, but this is not it. This is fan service done right, in my opinion, okay? Fan service, if done like poorly, it's just not good, but this time it's just exactly what everyone wanted, and to me it was an absolute breath of fresh air from all the superhero movies that I'm honestly kind of tired of. I didn't watch a Marvel superhero movie for quite some time now, so to watch this and to love it so much, I did not expect it to be this good. Let me just tell you that. And also, I have to say that they do utilize everything Disney gives them, and I love that they do so. The story makes sense. Now, again, don't think that this... What I love, again, by the way, about this movie is the fact that this doesn't actually have to, you know, be the next step to the next Avengers movie or the next Marvel phase. No, this is its own separate movie, and I loved it. It's introducing itself in the Marvel universe very well. It's very well put together. They definitely knew what they're doing with it. But it's not going to break itself just to make Marvel actually have more content, okay? So I'm just saying this. It's good because they kept it together. They kept the movie like restrained all by itself, and they actually do reference it quite a bit of times that the whole multiverse Marvel stuff is not a good idea. And I think they're kind of right, which is kind of interesting since they also use that, but I mean, that's their key to getting into Marvel. But still, it's pretty fun. Now, with all this being said, I cannot get too much into it. Again, I don't want to spoil anything. I don't want to be here and brag too much about how cool this movie is. I want you guys to actually see it for yourself. So if you have not decided yet if you should watch this movie or not, trust me, I watched this in IMAX with 3D, and it's maybe once in like the 10th movie I watch in 3D that I would say this is worth it. The 3D camera views is absolutely worth it. I know how important that is because otherwise the whole 3D thing is just stupid. The movie looks absolutely fantastic. The characters are absolutely fun. You will have heartfelt moments. You will have super funny moments. You will have action. You will have every single little thing you want. And at the end of the day, I will guarantee you that you will leave with a big old smile on your face and you will actually enjoy every single moment and you will want to probably know more about the characters. I actually did buy a comic book with Wolverine after this movie because I was like, I want to know more. So, with this actually being said, there's one more thing you have to know, by the way. You should at least stay after the credits. As I did say, this is a love letter to Fox, and to kind of show that in the end credits actually, you will see a lot of the old footage from all the Fox superhero movies, some Marvel movies and all that, and they show basically behind the cameras on how much they worked and all that, and it's just so interesting, the coming up of Deadpool and all that. It's really a blast. You see like everything that Fox really meant for these characters, and it's kind of touching, I'm not gonna lie. It kind of touched my heart. But with all that being said, you also have to stay up until the very end of the whole credits, because there's another scene, and trust me, it will be worth it. When you will see it, you will know exactly what I'm talking about. So, with this being said, again, this is not a review, but if I have to review this, for me personally, this is a 10 out of 10. This is an amazing movie. I will absolutely go and watch it again if I have to. But genuinely, this is so good. This is a great movie, and if you've not been introduced to Deadpool, honestly, it doesn't even matter that much. Of course, if you watch the other movies previously, also Logan, by the way, it will make much more sense, and all the catches and all the shticks that Deadpool kind of talks about, it will make more sense. But I'm guessing that if you are going to watch this movie, you kind of know the references that they're making. So yeah, you will have a lot of fun. And even if you don't know any of that, honestly, I still think you'll have a blast because the movie itself is fun without those. I heard some people saying that without, his references to other media that it will not be that fun, but I actually kind of don't agree with that. I think it still holds up. It would still do just as fine. Anyway, with this being said, thank you so much for watching. Please share this video, like this video, and subscribe to the channel. And thank you for having me back. I can't wait to post more, and please go and enjoy the movie. Bye guys.